at Coach Johnson's YouTube channel. We're talking about Powerade, Air Raid, and just being a coach in general. So today's topic is one that I've been asked a lot, especially over the past couple of seasons, about what it takes to be a good and assistant coach, and what are some qualities that you look for. And this is gonna be kind of a video of me kind of bragging on the coaching staff I have now, because I really think that I have one of the best in the state, and we've luckily been able to also double that this off season going into this next season. But it's the same group that I've had past couple of seasons, and one of the biggest quality that I will say is that they support me as a head coach. When I mean that is they are head coaches of their position group, or if anything that I ever dictate or if I delegate to them, they're going to take it on and they're going to do the best that they possibly can, and I know that it's going to be to the standard that I would want. And so that's the first one, is that they're the head coach of their position group, or of any type of project or anything that I give them. Like one thing right now is I have my running back coach, John Stroud. He does all of our speed, agility, plyometric, and warm-ups. Him and then BJ Harrington, who's also my defensive coordinator, and they both work with the DBs. They have been unbelievable during the workouts. I don't ever have to worry about whether they're going to show up on time. I don't have to worry about if they have exercises ready for the guys. They're ready to show the guys exactly. They show patience. They just do an unbelievable job when it comes to getting that part of our off-season workout ready. So, and it's the same thing when it comes into the in-season. My O-line coach, Leighton Barber, he's got drills ready to go. And a lot of this, he'll have a plan of either A or B, depending on how things look when it comes to pass pro one day. Is it something that needs to get worked on? Or do we need to work on our slides? Do we need to work on our Bob calls? Do we need to work on communication? He's got a list of almost everyday drills ready to go, and depending on where we're at in the season or what needs to get improved on, or what our opponent does, he's ready to go. Then the same thing when it comes to our D-line coach, Mike Hayes. He's the same one of, is there a technique that a certain team has a problem? What's their run plays? And the big one with all four of these guys, that going into next year, I know that they are going to help me with all the new coaches that we're bringing in. They're going to show them what it takes for our practice model. Like these are the drills that you need to do for our offense, defense. These are the things that we're looking for. This is our practice style. And then especially like going into BJ, or the defense coordinators, he can sit there and he can tell them literally on a Tuesday at 3:30, this is what we're doing. This is what we need you to do, whether you're on offense, defense, special teams. This is what you're going to be doing as part of the plan. So they all see the picture as a whole. And that's something that I just, other previous stops, this has been unbelievable, to where I just don't have to worry about anything. Like they are literally the head coach of whatever I ask them to do. If it's something to research or look up, boom, I don't even have to ask them again. It's going to be ready. So if y'all are listening, when y'all watch this, like I really do appreciate y'all being the head coach of your position and just taking on anything and ownership of whatever I ask y'all to do. Y'all do an unbelievable job of that. And as any assistant coach, you can help a head coach out with that. If they don't have to worry about your position group, if they don't have to worry about you showing up, and that you're going to do the best that you're going to do because it's your product on there, you are going to make your head coach look smart. He's never going to have to worry about you, and he's going to take care of you when push comes to shove, and always going to have your back. Which leads to number two. The second one is loyalty, and just being, how do I say this, supportive of me. Whether something that we might bump heads or something that they would do differently, they fully respect the way that we do things, and then they talk to me about anything that they want to change, and they do it in the right manner. But the biggest one with that is like loyalty. They were all going to come with me no matter where we went. When we were leaving Northwood, there was no ifs, ands, buts, questions about it. As soon as we landed any type of job offer, it was like, all right, coach, when do you need me? What do you need? When do we get started? That's something I think right now in our world, everybody's looking to move on up. And I know, taking back from my assistant days, is whenever Coach Metzger, when I was doing football, Coach Hewitt with baseball, it was whatever they preached into the program, whatever they were about, I supported that. Down in the school building, out in the community, I did not let anybody talk bad about them. I always was ready whether it was right or wrong, I'm ready to die on the hill that they, because I know they would do the same for me, and that whatever they wanted, I would give them my 111%. And that's one thing that, like I said, that's a dying breed in this generation of coaches. Everybody's trying to move up, trying to get that quick buck. But if you can find assistants that are loyal to the program and they want the program to succeed, they want to see you succeed, they're willing to have your back through everything, that is something that, as an assistant coach, you need to be. Speaking more into that is, if a coach has to worry about you going down to the schoolhouse and talking differently about the program or talking bad about what other coaches, like, nobody wants that. Nobody wants a cancer. When none of us get paid enough, nobody has the time to deal with that. So if you want to be the best assistant coach, you need to find a head coach that you believe in and that you can say, hey, I'm willing to go that next degree, and no matter what, whether he's in the room, not in the room, that you're going to be able to say the same thing to his face and have his back. So write that one down, because that will be a big one. Coaches these days want loyal workers, and they want people that they know they don't have to worry about. Because once again, there's some states, but we don't get paid enough, and there's not enough time to be worrying about distractions. So that kind of goes into number 3 is going to be, you are there for the program. You're not there to make your name. You're not there to pitch your cause. You're there for the program. And what that all means is, you're going to be there for the best interest of the players. You're going to build a relationship with the players. And one of the things I always tell our guys is, when it comes to the players and all that, is there are times I have to be the bad cop, and I need them to be there to love on the guys and to build that next relationships that I try to do. I try to do my best at developing all the relationship. But obviously every assistant coach has their own position group, and they have players that they connect with, maybe better than I connect with, and maybe they have a better relationship that they can build that helps the entire program and helps the relationship between that player and I. And so that's a big one of, all these guys put their pride to the side, and they're willing to do what is right for the program. And one of the biggest ones is building those relationships with these young guys, whether it is helping out with the coaches or with the players or the parents. Build relationships. There's nothing that's one of those, like, one of these three things, that the building relationships part and being able to put yourself second to the program. There's not a lot of people that are willing to do that, because let's all be honest, like, there is a little bit of a pride thing of, you want people to see what you're capable of, or show the product that you're able to do. But you're able to do that if the program looks good. It's the same thing that we tell the players. If we're winning and we're doing things the right way, we have a good reputation, we're going to find you a place to play at the next level. Same thing with these coaches. And one thing I always say, when I know that a coach wants to not just be a position coach, but they want to be a coordinator, they want to be a head coach, I have them in the meetings. I've had multiple coaches be in meetings with me when it comes to, meeting with our vendor, whether it's, Under Armour, Johnson Lamb, whoever it was. If they want to be a head coach, I had them in those meetings of, here's how it is to build a relationship with the vendor, and here is how to build a package to take care of your coach, take care of your players. Because a lot of people don't know how to do that, and understanding how a budget works, and here's what we're looking for. Hey, what are the specials, or what have you heard as a good product that coaches are loving that we should get, all that good stuff. What's the best bang for your buck? And so I've had coaches into that. I've had coaches come in and go with me when I go and meet the middle school kids and middle school coaches. And so it's one of those things that I'm going to try and take care of my coaches if they have higher levels of wanting to be a coordinator, being a head coach, or if they want to go coach college. I'll do everything I can in my power to build them up. So when they're there, I needed them go back down to 3 things: being a head coach of their position, or if anything I delegate them to do. Second is, being there for the program, all right, and not worried so much about them. And then 3 is helping me as an individual succeed and having my back with loyalty. And so some other things that kind of go into this being the best assistant coach that you possibly can through these different levels. Going to clinics. This past year we went to Glazier down in Charlotte, every one of the coaches were there, and we were getting better. And then we have our group chat, and every one of the coaches that are about to be on staff this next year, they've been on, shout out to my boy Ian Tatum, they've been on his clinics online. They've been on the Glazier clinics because we have the Glazier Drive. They're always looking at, hey, coach, this is something I saw that we run. Here's something that could help us. That is always great because once again, that's helping the program. That's helping me succeed. All right, and they're being a head coach of their position group. We're on the offense, defense side of the ball. I love that. So always professional development, looking to improve. Second one is help keep me not in check, but come to me about things that are pressing and not being scared of, hey, this is what I heard from so-and-so about the players, or we're talking about the locker room, hey, would you think about this or all that? I like new ideas. I don't have all the ideas. I take things from everybody else all the time and try to, flip into my personality or what we need to do as a program. But that's another thing I look for as a coach. And once again, it goes down, if you go through it, is they're being a head coach of their position group. They're helping me succeed and loyalty. And then they're also, they're putting the program first. So, there's another one of those of, if you see something or if there's a pressing issue, not being scared to talk to me about it. But also a big one is you're trying to help the program succeed. So if there's something out there that can help us, whether it's, in the weight room, when it comes to running, when it comes to our offense, defense, or as a bonding time, fundraising, throw it out to me. And I will either look at it and we'll talk about it, or there might be some reason why we can't do it. But those are some of those things as assistant coach is come in, make the program better by you being the head coach of your position, and then having all that loyalty and having my back, not being a distraction. Those are the things right now of, that's what I'm looking for. If I'm looking for an assistant coach, all right, those are the things that are going to wow me, and that's what I want out of an assistant coach. So we're getting closer to our spring ball. I wanted to do something kind of, shouting out my coaches because they've been killing it this off season, and this is some of the things that they bring value. And I try to tell them all the time how much I appreciate them, but hopefully this video, I'm literally, as I'm going through this, I'm thinking about the things that they do for our program and for me. And that's why I made up with those big three and then added on those a couple other ones, because that's what I have as assistant coaches. They're the freaking best. I would do anything for them. And as head coaches, I hope that you have a sane coaching staff that's just like that, because man, am I blessed beyond a reasonable doubt to have these guys. And I do the best that I can to make them their best. And I know that they're helping me be at my best. And at the end of the day, we're here about the kids and trying to get our program to be the best. So if anybody has anything they want to add to that, or if they have any questions about that, just hit me up on Twitter, comment down below. I would love some more feedback, some other ideas that maybe I didn't say that I forgot about, or head coaches, or some of the other things that you possibly look for in assistant coaches for. So whenever it comes to the future and hiring guys, might be something that can help me that I maybe don't have down on this bulleted list. So anyways, thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys are enjoying this year's videos. I'm, a little bit over a year of doing this, and still enjoying it. Sometimes I get away from the X's and O's, because there's a lot more to being a head coach and a lot more to being a football coach than the strategy and the X's and O's. And I know everybody loves those, but really hope you like this video. Please share this with all of your friends, all your coaching buddies, and have a great rest of your day.